All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about one of the early pioneers of cryptocurrency, which wasn't able to hold up here today on earnings. That is, of course, Overstock, our daily psychological cleansing and game plan in Forex, as well as our full stock analysis. I am Mark Melnick, and this is the Newsbeat Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mark Melnick, and I run this Newsbeat show as well as the Newsbeat Live Room over at T3, and we're going to talk about something very interesting ahead of time as, again, I'm not really the type of person who likes to talk about things that already happened without actually doing them. I always like forward thinking. I always like forward analysis. I like talking today about what you could potentially do. And these things that we potentially do, I'm either talking about something I did in real time in front of a large audience, or I'm actually showing you what I'm going to do tomorrow. In this case, it's going to be the latter. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do tomorrow. Now, I called Overstock a crypto pioneer. Why am I calling Overstock a crypto pioneer? Well, cryptocurrencies have definitely been in the headlines. As you guys, as you guys already know, this will be easier to see. There you go. And basically, I want to talk about where Overstock can go tomorrow. So it basically gapped down. Here is the thing on Overstock. The stock rallied. We were calling it bullishly in the $29 range for a swing. This is a trade we caught some months ago, and a lot of us did extremely well. And I'm showing it to you right over here on the weekly where we called, and we really started buying it right here. And we literally rode the thing from 29 and change all the way to 89.80. I'm not saying I rode it the full 60 points, but I was making a ton of money in between, and a lot of people were making a ton of money in our room in between. And now finally the company reported after hours, and they're dropping. The stock I saw dropped to $41. I mean, I'm sure it headed even a little lower potentially. And I want to talk about why this stock is a buying opportunity. Here is the thing about Overstock. So why do I call them a crypto pioneer? They are releasing an ICO, an initial coin offering of a coin called tZERO. I know the gentleman involved. I've known him for, let's see, without dropping his name. How long have I known him? I would say, let's see, 2001, 17 years. I know the guy who's running the tZERO ICO, really good guy, great guy. And he's bringing cryptocurrency into Overstock, and you're going to be able to, interact with this coin, I put in quotes. Usually people think of coins as something made of a metal alloy in which you can hold in your hands and put in your pocket. No, this is a crypto coin, and it was really one of the pioneers that tried to integrate cryptocurrency into a potential trading platform. They did it all right. I mean, the guys did it all right. They were only looking for accredited investors who have money. They didn't just go on a Reddit forum and pitch it. They were really careful of who they marketed it to. And of course, the SEC comes out and they start going after every single ICO. Why is this important? Is one of two things. One, Overstock hasn't seen the positives or negatives from having an ICO. That's number one. The stock rallied from 29 when we called it as a swing trade. We put a $50 target on it when it was at 29 before all the analysts comes out, and this is obviously documented. And it rallied, and then it just broke out more, blasted through my price target, got to 89. What is the point I'm making? It was going up on the ICO hype, on this initial coin offering hype. And now it seems all of a sudden that with Bitcoin dropping and everything else dropping in the crypto sphere, that, oh my God, maybe Overstock fell out of favor. No, ladies and gentlemen, nothing changed fundamentally with this company. Zero. The same thing that you see after gapping down on earnings today is the same thing that was there before. Nothing changed at all. Nothing changed at all with the company. Am I surprised they gapped down on earnings? Of course not. Nothing changed. They didn't reap the benefits yet of the ICO. Do I think they're going to pass this SEC investigation with flying colors? I personally do. And it's not because I know the guy who's doing it. I personally think it's going to fly with flying colors is because the ICOs lead to a lot of fraudulent things. See, what you have to realize about a cryptocurrency, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm buying. I'm giving you the levels, but, Mark, it's bad earnings. Why are you trying to bottom scoop this thing? Well, I'm explaining that to you right now. So basically what happens with these ICOs is I looked into it. I wanted to make my own ICO, to be honest. And I was like, some dude, not dude, well, was a dude, but he had a team of computer nerds behind him, and he wanted to do $75,000 to create an algorithm that would be a blockchain algorithm, and the only person who would get the mining out of those coins, the only person who would get access to all the solutions, if you will, to the blockchain, because that's really all a coin is. It's an algorithmic solution, not to fly over your heads, because it flew a little over mine, but now this guy has all the coins. So now I have, let's say, 1 billion of these coins. Let's call it, for argument's sake, T3 live coins. We'll call them T3, let's call them T3 coins. T3 coins, right? It's funny, Overstock has T0 coins, like T, I guess is zero number, but let's call it a number. T0 coins. Let's say we have T3 coins, and T3 starts their own ICO, and they spend, the $75,000 they spend, you get 1 billion solutions to a blockchain, which completes the blockchain, and no one can actually mine it. Now what we do is we have 1 billion coins. We want to sell them because these coins are really worth nothing unless we apply them to something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with some noble cause that everybody could get behind. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say that these coins are going to solve world hunger, because what I'm going to do is we're going to attribute coins to farmers in the United States who have a surplus of food, and they actually burn it. If you didn't know that, look it up. It's a terrible thing. And they actually burn their food to keep the prices high. So what I'm going to do is, instead of burning it, I'm going to give them these coins instead, and with these coins I'm going to distribute the food to hungry people, and my $75,000 investment is going to solve world hunger. And I come out with this bolsterous claim with my new T3 coins. What a noble cause, right? The problem is, any coin can do anything, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. Any coin can do anything, and I promise you I'm getting to the point. So a Bitcoin could have been the same as my T3 coin, could have been the same as a T0 coin, could have been the same as an Ethereum coin, but you're like, oh no, Mark, because Ethereum allows you to do smart Give me a break. They could be set up to do anything if you wanted to. So the problem with these ICOs are these companies are raising tens of millions of dollars on a $75,000 investment. You know what the investors are getting? A solution to a closed blockchain that doesn't allow anyone to mine it. So with that being said, that's your blockchain technology. Overstock, they started rallying off of this blockchain technology because they were going to allow people to trade it, use it for trading purposes in the market, and it really struck a good note with a lot of people. But when they reported their earnings tonight, it didn't look so good. Why? Because they didn't reap any of the benefits from this T0 coin. So with that being said, it's gapping down, and I do believe it's a buying opportunity. Now let's go to the technicals, ladies and gentlemen. 39.53, descending support right over there on the daily. I'm looking to go ahead and buy in between, as you can see right here, 38.50 to 39.53 based on the elevated volume. I think that's going to be a good potential swing level for Overstock. You have to see what the analysts are coming out with. It's a very beaten up name right now. You can obviously see a simple trend line that I drew here, and it's getting beaten, really beaten up. I got another cool thing for you guys tonight. I'm going to give you all free access to my open house, which it's not just me, it's me and T3. We're giving access over to an open house, and I'm going to go ahead and share that link with you throughout this video. So if you want to try out my room for free, you want to see if it's the real deal, you want to see if it could help you, or you want to just check it out because you enjoy watching the Newsbeat show so much, I'm going to give you a free link to have a 1-week free access, no strings attached, into our family of traders. So definitely stay tuned for that. So that's what I'm thinking of doing with Overstock. You can see the stock is at 41.90. It hit 41.55. I don't know if it's going to get down to my level. It's not too far away considering it's at 41.90. It's not like it's the biggest far stretch of the imagination to imagine this stock going down, but that's where I am looking to buy it. I like to call it daily psychological cleansing or Zen moment of the day, and I really try to do something inspirational through these things, and I have so many stories throughout my life and trading that I really try to bring you guys something really good. So with that being said, I just want to talk about please, I know this sounds cliche. I want to just talk about sticking to a game plan and doing things right and looking for levels to go through harder. So I got an email yesterday. I'm gonna read your, I know you're in the room now. I'm gonna read your email, but I'm not gonna drop your name, so it's completely anonymous. Trader basically saying, Mark, I learned support and resistance lines from, I'm not even going to name the system they learned it from, and it seems that every time I buy on those support and resistance lines, it comes out and I'll buy and it will stop me out and then go in my originally planned direction. It has happened to me last week on 90% of my trades. Mark, help me. What can I do? If you have any advice, I would greatly appreciate it. Sincerely, okay. This is a very common problem. I like to call it black box over your shoulder type thing, where traders start getting paranoid that everybody is following their orders, because these stocks just have this tendency, if you're looking at a $51 stock and your support is at 50, the stock goes down to 50, you buy it at 50, it will stop you out at 49.50 and then go to back up to $52, and you're like, oh god, I bought 50, got stopped out 49.50, I was risking 50 cents, and then it shot up in my direction and it knew exactly what to do. So I noticed that as a trend in the market. So people ask me what to do, and the answer is actually very simple, and I'm going to show you how I made a couple grand doing something related to the solution here. I basically say this. I basically say, God, it's such a harsh way. I'll put it nicely. It's called the screw you level. There's nothing sexually involved. It's the screw you level, and where basically it will try to screw you out of your trade by flushing through your support line and then shooting up in value. So I noticed that a lot of my trades yesterday were doing that. A lot of my levels, I mean, nothing changed. I'm using the same technical analysis, but all of a sudden, like even though I made money thanks to one stock yesterday, as you guys can obviously see from the prior Newsbeat show, the majority of my trades actually didn't work yesterday. And again, yes, I am a trader who has over 70% consistency in terms of making money on my ideas. So I looked back and I said, I'm experiencing the same problem. Why don't we try something else? Why don't we let the level screw you out, or not you, screw anyone who has their stop loss at certain technical levels and then buy it? Why don't we do that? So I'm going to give you the example of PayPal today and how I capitalized on PayPal using that methodology. It was a very simple trade. It doesn't look like much today. But here's the thing. I saw PayPal, there was a bullish note on PayPal today. It got upgraded with a higher price target, and I wanted to buy it. So here's the 5-minute from the morning. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to literally open up Microsoft Paint, and I'm actually going to draw on the chart so you could see exactly what to do. I promise you, you watch this right now. You watch this right now, it's going to change your trading tomorrow and maybe for a very long time, because you're going to notice something happening that you might have not been noticing before. So what I wanted to do is, I understand that in this market environment, buying on the pivot point right here, this little yellow dotted line right here, it actually says 82.48 right there. If you can't read that number, it actually says 82.48 right over here. Here it says 82.48. Normally I would look to buy right there. But what happened in PayPal is I knew I was going to get the screw you move. And if I bought a bunch of shares for a quick scalp at 82.50, I would have had to watch my stock go 40 cents against me, which for some people you can handle that, some people you can't, but for the type of scalp I was doing, I couldn't handle that. So instead, what I did was, my solution was I started buying around right over there, right in the, actually, yeah, like right over here, like right in the 82.20 zone, right over there, because I was waiting for that quote unquote screw you move. It doesn't look like a lot. I bought 8,000 shares. I had about $1,000 worth of risk, and the stock literally rallied up above 87.80 right here. So it literally just popped 60 cents. I know it doesn't look like much, but these are just the little ideas that are going to help you make money. My first instinct was to buy at 82.48, 82.47. Instead, I was anticipating that the screw you move would happen. I was anticipating that everybody in the world who wants to pull up a pivot point chart can easily do it for free. And I thought we were going to flush through that level. Now, why did this trade work? Because I believe there was positive news. So this is a strategy I do because PayPal right here had positive news. That's why I did the strategy. The stock popped. I made a couple grand on 8,000 shares with about $1,000 worth of risk. I could have made, over $5,000 if I traded it, absolutely perfectly to the top of the move. But it was an effective bottom call. I know you guys watch this all the time and you hear me, bottom call this and bottom call that. The fact of why I talk about it is because it's a daily occurrence in our room, and that's why, we are the fastest growing trading room in the nation, in my humble opinion, and I think that's why. But looking at this chart right here, that is a key to do it. So if you're getting stopped out tomorrow, listen carefully. Listen carefully. If you're getting stopped out tomorrow, let your stock, and you want to buy a stock on a support. You don't want to buy a stock through day highs. You don't want to short it through day lows. So you see a stock you want to buy, and you're waiting for a pullback to a support level. It hits your support level. Hesitate. Hesitation kills. No. Hesitation saves lives, ladies and gentlemen, in this market. Let your level get quote-unquote screwed. It used to have a much more colorful name. We used to call it the FU move, just to give you guys a little more color behind it. And it really is effective in this market. Don't buy on support. Do not buy on support. You will regret it. Mark, you're telling me not to buy on these support lines. Buy after your support line hits and let it flush against you. I know that sounds so simple. I know that sounds so obvious. I know that sounds so easy. Making money is not a hard occurrence in the market. I am 99% going to make money every single day next week, sharing with you guys live, real-time trades. You could sign up for free. Just try it out for a week. See if it's for you. See if you enjoy it. See if you think I can help be your edge in the market. See if you feel you can make money with me. And we're having, again, our second open house of the year. We don't do this every month, obviously. But, definitely take advantage of it. So if you guys want the information on our open house here, can I paste it here? Right there. You could hit print screen right now. You could go to, I just put it inside the symbol window. It's HTTPS, which is secure, colon or whatever the hell they call that these days, forward slash, yeah, see, like, that's what happens when you drop out of college, forward slash www.t3live.com/blog/Mark -Melnick -Newsbeat -open -house/ all right, way too much information, right? Hit print screen, go back in the video and look at this. I'm leaving it up here. That is access for free access to the Newsbeat live room for 1 week. You get free access to it. So you could go ahead and if you wish to do so, you could be part of that right now. Okay, so very simply put, we have a name I want to talk about is FireEye. So this is a very interesting thing because you're looking at it and you're like, Mark, that trigger is really far away. The truth is we may not get to it. The truth is we may not get to it. I'm hearing so many things on FireEye, like maybe they want to sell themselves. There was a funny thing that happened today, and we saw the news, and we actually started calling this thing bullishly right over here at 1761, based on the news, like right over here. And I ended up, I'll be the first to admit, I ignored it, and then it shot up. But we had the right news flow early, and it's a really good lesson. So why am I talking about FireEye today? The stock shot up. It's doing great. It's up 50 cents after hours, but I have to show you something on the weekly, which you guys in the room understand really well. You see there's a simple level here. I'm just going to delete all these lines. I've been drawing lines on FireEye forever. Wow, that was a lot of lines. Ooh, delete. Okay, right over here you see 1963, your March 11th, 2016 high. This is a weekly chart here. Let me zoom in so you don't have to have any difficulty looking at your screen. I'm taking you on a weekly to 1963. Ladies and gentlemen, I will say it right now. Based on my methodology, if for whatever God unknown reason FireEye decides to print 1963 tomorrow or any time in the future, you're going to have a massive volume explosion. The potential target will be 2248. It is just setting up ripe for that volume coming in. I still think even if we don't get to that level tomorrow, you're going to have a very good quote-unquote lotto ticket play with expiring options. Maybe $19 calls is what I'm leaning towards, and I think FireEye could be a really big mover tomorrow. Let's see if any analysts come out and upgrade it tomorrow. That's going to be huge to justify the type of levels that I'm watching. And yes, indeed, a very big level. If you're a part of my Twitter service, we took a swing trade in Kellogg's, and we bought Kellogg's right here, $67.50 calls expiring in April, and we're going to see if Kellogg's can get any momentum to the upside. So very, very bullish on Kellogg's. Technically speaking, we'll see if we can bounce from here. You guys want all my live Forex orders? Why sure. Got an old order that I still have on the table that's still open and live. That's above the gray line. Below the gray line are all my new live orders. This is a direct screenshot from my software. I know it's a little funky. You could rewatch the video or hit print screen. You get the type of order, buy, the size of the order, the symbol of the Forex currency that I'm trading, the price of where I put in my bid. SL means stop loss, where I have my stop loss, and TP means take profit, where I have take profit, and you get a live screenshot from my live Forex account, in which I of course update 5 days a week. So with that being said, we move on now to, yes, our full stock analysis, and that is for members of the Newsbeat live room only. Guess what? If you sign up for the open house, you get full access as a full member to our full stock analysis, where I will break everything down for you. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a reason why we are the fastest growing trading room in the nation, and it's because of the traders that make up our community that goes even way, way, way beyond me. And we have formed such a powerful community together that it really helps a lot of traders excel to that next level. Happy trading, make money, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning on the Newsbeat Live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful evening.